Alright, Illumination. After you made Despicable Me, you've had 2 movies that are 2 strikes against you. This is your opportunity to prove to everyone that you are not a one-trick pony. Alright, so Despicable Me 2 has Gru officially retired from supervillain business. He's planning to start a company that sells jellies or jam, and he's busy taking care of his adopted daughters from the last movie. Suddenly, he's kidnapped by Agent Lucy Wilde, voiced by Kristen Wiig, of the Anti-Villain League, who need help in trying to find a mysterious villain who, once again, committed a big crime. And they figured, hey, Gru, you used to be a villain. You know the inner workings of how a villain thinks. So Gru is teamed up with Lucy, and 2 of them, along with Gru's minions, try to find and stop this new villainous mastermind. Or is he new? Okay, as I mentioned in my Despicable Me review, I said that the movie was cute. It was good, nothing really all that special. I'm not attached to it like other people are. But apparently it was good enough to where I'd like to see more. But then Illumination came out with Hop and the Lorax. And all those movies did was show how much Illumination could not let go of Despicable Me. I mean, both movies are shit anyway, but the Lorax had its bears and other animals act like the minions, whereas Hop, well, it had yellow chicks as minions for the Easter Bunny, so that's self-explanatory. Plus, The Lorax is a movie based on a Dr. Seuss book, and those are never good. And Hop, it's an animated character in a live-action world, and we all know how those turn out. And it's a movie about Easter, a holiday that does not deserve its own movie at all. It's just one giant commercial for Easter. So because of those 2 movies, my hopes for a good sequel to Despicable Me slowly started to drown, and I just didn't have hope. So the big question is, does Despicable Me 2 prove that Illumination Entertainment is not a one-trick pony? Yes, it does, and you want my honest opinion? I actually think it's better than the first Despicable Me. It fixed all of the issues that I had a problem with in the first movie. The first movie really seemed aimed towards a younger audience, which, again, is never a problem, but it can sometimes leave a wider audience isolated. This feels like Pixar in the sense that it appeals to a lot of people, and the first movie got a lot of chuckles but no real big laughs. This movie got a lot of big laughs from me. I mean, I was laughing through a lot of things. It was just a lot funnier in my opinion. Also, the animation is a hell of a lot better. They definitely improved their animation department after the first movie, because there was never any moment where I was like, that doesn't move correctly, or why is the animation choppy? There was never a moment like that, which I'm grateful for. Steve Carell is still as funny as ever as Gru. The minions are even better and funnier than they were in the first movie. The film's villain is a lot better than Vector was, and a lot cooler. And even though she voiced the character in the first movie, Kristen Wiig as Lucy Wilde is a really great welcome addition. I love the design of Lucy. Kristen Wiig's voice matches this character perfectly, along with the animation. And she has such a great personality. I mean, okay, it's kind of a weird thing to say, but she has the personality of a girl that I would actually like to date. I'll let that sink in for a bit. Okay, awkward moment over. Let's go on. So those are all the things I loved about the movie, and that I'm happy that they improved upon from the first movie. If I had any negatives about the movie, I won't really spoil what happens, but let's just say the villain meets an sort of anticlimactic end, and the plot isn't all that original either. It's the typical spy plot where an old villain is brought in by a secret agency to help them out because he knows the inner workings of another villain. We've seen it before, but I'm the kind of guy that doesn't mind reused plots or themes. As long as the movie is good and it entertains me, then I'm perfectly fine. The only time I ever have an issue of a movie reusing the same plot is if it's a sequel to a movie that had that plot. I'm looking at you, Hangover 2. But again, despite an unoriginal plot, I was very surprised to find out that I actually not only liked this, but I found it to be even better than the first movie. It might possibly be better than Monsters University in terms of favorite animated film this year, but I do plan to see Monsters University again, and the key word is might. If you loved or even liked the first Despicable Me, you're gonna like this movie also, if not find it better. For me, I think it's worth seeing in your lifetime. I really do like this movie better than the first movie. And that's the best accomplishment for a sequel, when it not only is up to par with the original, but also better. So that's my review for Despicable Me 2. This has been The Cinemas with Mr. Robinson. Leave a comment, subscribe, check out my other channel, AlexG8462, tell your friends about me, have a happy 4th of July, and I will see you guys later. Bye.